Let's begin the discussion. Now, when I'm speaking about cash management in this module, we are not speaking about bank doing its cash management. We already discussed a lot about the liquidity management. Here what we are speaking about, a corporate customer of a bank being offered a service of managing that corporate's cash. So here, why we are discussing it, in when this cash management product is offered to the corporate customer, it will involve payments coming in, payments going out. That's why we are discussing this cash management for corporates. What we are going to discuss is what is cash management, what is float, how do we help the banks in how do we help the corporates in cash management. Then we'll talk about the virtual account management, cash concentration, pooling, and sweep. All these are the products which we're going to discuss. Now, when we speak about cash management in a multinational corporation, take an example like a Ford or Toyota or Sony or some large oil company. They have this manufacturing facilities across the globe, and they collect money across the globe by selling their maybe vehicles, selling their products and services. And when they're selling their products and services, they need to spend money again to manufacture those products. Let's take an example like Sony, maybe manufacturing television sets, many different kinds of audio products, and in that situation they'll sell them across the world, collect money across the world, but they may need to spend the money only at certain locations where they have their manufacturing plants. And then the need of such large organizations would be that move the money where it is required and collect it wherever it is surplus. And when we do this activity of moving money from one place to the place using our payment systems is what we are calling here as the cash management. Let's look at the objectives. Our first objective is funds management, where we speed up the collections and slow down the disbursements and thereby maximize the net float. So we want to collect fast and we want to pay out slowly and then handle or use that float to make more money out of that. Funds management. The second one is investment management. Sometimes I collect money in advance or get money in advance which I don't need for the time being. I'll pay it out, make an investment, and whenever it is needed, disinvest and bring that money in. Will be investment management. Then we have the liquidity management. I am Sony having surplus in country like Singapore, and I need the same money in country like England or country like maybe United States. I move the money from Singapore to that different location is our liquidity management. And the last one is risk management from two perspectives. One is exchange rate risk management and second is political or country risk. Now many a times the currencies are volatile. The exchange rates move up and down, and then it's likely that if we keep on holding that currency, we may incur loss. So in order to avoid such a loss, we may decide to convert that currency into another stable currency just to avoid our exchange rate related losses. And for that reason, I move the money from one currency into another currency. The second is country and political risk, and we may have many countries which are not considered to be politically safe because of terrorism, because of the kind of political system they have. Maybe there is a dictatorship, maybe there is a terrorism happening there. In that case, when somebody like Sony earns money in such a country, they would not like to keep that money in that country continuously. As soon as we earn the money in that country, we move it out of that country to another safe or stable country. That is where we have two kinds of risk management. Exchange rate risk management when the currencies are volatile, and the political or country risk management when the country themselves are volatile. Now when we want to do this, let's look at the process. There will be one process of collecting the money. Then if required, we'll bring it to one single location, and then out of that we'll have the disbursal of that money. We collect money from different places using different instruments which we have discussed earlier, maybe check, maybe wire, maybe SH, maybe cards, and then we collect the money. If the collected money is less than what we want to make a payment, let's say I have collected $800, I want to make a payment of $1,000, I'll liquidate my investments or take a loan, make it $1,000, make that payment out. Alternatively, I've collected $1,000, I want to pay only $800. In that case, I will invest that money or maybe repay my loan. And for doing all these collections, investments and disinvestment, and then the disbursals, we are going to need some kind of assistance, some kind of help from the payment systems which we have been discussing so far. So the banks will offer a cash management product to the customers, helping them to do all these transactions, bring the money in, pool it at one single place or pay it out. That is the cash management at a bank.